Okay guys, so I just finished one video and I'm going to finish the other one. Um, this one I think I'm going to say, they're both sort of postnatal type of issues, but I think I'm going to use this one as I think this one will be the postnatal, and I think the other one I'll use is the prenatal. So the other one was about plug ducts, mastitis, and abscesses. Now, that can be a concern for pregnant women whether they want to breastfeed or not. So that's why I'm going to use that one in the prenatal. But that does not mean, of course, that you cannot watch it. And of course, it's going to have the title of what it is. So if you are a mom who's experiencing it and you research it, you'll find the video there. So the video what I wanted to talk about today is milk storage. So a mom who's breastfeeding, maybe she's working or whatever, or maybe she pumps exclusively. She's not putting the baby to breast, but she's pumping. No matter what the cause, no matter what the reason, a mother most likely is going to have milk and she's going to need to store it. And she's going to need to know the recommendations of milk and storing it and freezing it and refrigerating it and how long can it stay out. So formula is different. When you mix formula, you always have to use hot water, boiling water, because it is not sterile. Formula has bacteria in it, and you have to kill it using the hot water. Now, when you've made your formula bottle, it's only good for 1 hour. So if you're out, you have to make sure that that baby's going to eat within that hour. And if you're longer than 1 hour, it's better not to prepare the bottle until it's time for the baby to eat. Now with breast milk, it's different. Your breast milk can stay at room temperature for about 4 to 6 hours. Now, let's say it's in the winter and you keep your house pretty cold. Like 67, 68, or maybe even lower than that. I know people who do 62, 65. You have to just kind of use your common sense and reasoning. So if it's pretty cool in the house, you could probably go almost 8 hours leaving that milk out. But if it's really hot in the house, you may not even want to go 4 hours. Depending on, like I said, the temperature in the house, because it says at room temperature 4 to 6 hours, and you will read so many different views, so many and you have to look at how old they are. When was this written? And always look for the most recent date of the information, any information you're getting, because there's always, more and newer information that we are getting. And so the last information and the most updated information, I will put a link below so that you will know exactly what the latest recommendations are. So 4 to 6 hours at room temperature. So let's say you have it's been out for 4 hours and you realize you're not going to use it. You can put it in the fridge. It can be in the fridge for up to 24 hours, like you've had it out, or you've heated it up, or whatever you've done, and now you put it back. You need to eat that milk, drink that milk within the first 24 hours. You have to feed the baby that. Now, if you have been pumping and storing in the fridge, you can usually store in the fridge for up to 7 days. You get to that 7th day, and you know that you are not going to need it, so you're going to freeze it. So you put it in the freezer, and milk, depending on if it's a deep freezer or just a refrigerator freezer or those small freezers, it can last from 6 months up to a year. So, like I said, do your research below, depending, on what your freezer is, that kind of thing. It can be up to 6 months to a year. So that's it. It can be at room temperature, 4 to 6 hours. In the fridge, after you've taken it out of the freezer, warmed it up, it's been at room temperature, the baby's drank out of it a little bit, you put it back in the fridge, that baby needs to finish that milk in 24 hours, or you want to dump it. Now, any other situation, you've pumped, you put it in the freezer, or you pumped and you put it in the fridge, 1 week in the fridge, and then move it to the freezer if you're not going to use it. That's it. So I hope that answers any questions. Please comment below if you have any other questions concerning that in storage. And please keep watching and email me if you have any private questions you don't really want to share. And again, like I said, I'll put the links below for you to be able to look at it, print it, whatever you need. All right, guys, you guys have a great day. Bye, guys.